We're here in the post-match press conference with Calvin head coach Amber Warners and joined by the sister duo of senior Maggie Kamp and freshman Anna Kamp. And Coach Warners, talk a little bit about this match, what you saw tonight, and how you kind of moved through and got the 3-set win.
I thought we came out with the right mentality. We weren't too high, we weren't too low, and I felt like we were just very disciplined and driven, but yet loose at the same time. So I really liked the way we started the match off. I thought the second set we had a little lapse, but I want to give credit to Trine on that because I think they had some great serves and took us out of our offense. But I liked how we responded, and I felt like for most of the night, we pretty much controlled.
Maggie, talk a little bit about how you guys have kind of come together in the last few weeks and upped your play, and how you're trying to peak at the right time of the year.
Yeah, I think this is the best time of the season, and I'm excited to see where we can go this year. I think a couple weeks ago we had a little bit of a rough patch. A lot of the MIAA teams that we saw second round were definitely much improved, and we had a lot of away games and everyone came out really strong, and we had some great matches against them, and then I think that kind of made us realize that we're going to have to bring our A game from here on out. So it's been awesome to kind of try to control the game a little bit more and see what we can do on our side of the court.
Anna, talk a little bit about your first year. This is your first tournament match in a Calvin volleyball uniform, and you're playing with some familiar faces. And your sister, obviously, you got a cousin on the team, Leah, as well. What's the first year been like for you in a Calvin volleyball uniform?
Yeah, so this year has been so fun. It's really interesting to see how everyone just rallies and comes together for the postseason tournaments. There's a whole different atmosphere out there, and it's been really cool to see the seniors step up and see everyone step up as we get into the big postseason games.
Coach Warners, could you talk a little bit about these two, both picking up lofty conference awards? Maggie named the League Most Valuable Player for the second straight year, and Anna named the MIAA Freshman of the Year. I don't think there's ever been a sister duo that's picked up that set of honors in the same year in volleyball in the league, that's for sure. Just talk a little bit about those awards and how that reflects nicely in the program.
Sure, we talked about it before we went out to warm-ups today, how proud we are of all of our players that receive postseason awards, but we also talk about how it's really a team award. And I think one of the things maybe that's a fault of mine is we very rarely talk about awards, whether it's Player of the Week or getting all region or all American, and I think we could celebrate that a little bit more. I think the people on our team are extremely humble, and they're here for each other, and so it's a pretty unique set of circumstances that they both were given these awards and they both earned these awards, especially having them be the last two.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about what's coming up tomorrow? You're playing Hope, third time, MIAA Tournament. It's not an unfamiliar situation. I think, maybe the fourth time in the last 5 years that you played them here in the tournament final at the Nord Arena. Just talk a little bit about playing Hope in the MIAA Tournament finals.
Sure. I think Hope is much improved. I think they have become more versatile in all their different hitters. They're going to be tough to play, and we talked again tonight about how we don't put anybody on a pedestal, but we respect everyone, and we have to come out and play our best tomorrow night if we're going to do well against them.
You're playing them again for what, 10th time in a row or something? Aside from names and faces, what's changed and what's still the same with you and Hope?
Well, the personnel are always different. It's I think every year each of us have different strengths and different weaknesses. So I would guess Becky is going to be planning different things than she did last year, and we do the same thing. So I think those are the differences. I think the same at this point of the season, you have to come out playing your best, or you're going to go home disappointed. And I think the pretty cool thing is I think probably both of us have put ourselves in a position where both of us stand a very good chance at going on to postseason, even though that's never a guarantee. And I think it's just a Hope Calvin thing. I mean, I think people that have played those matches know what it feels like, and it's not a lot different than it is during the regular season.
Do you learn anything from watching their first match tonight, or you're so familiar with them you really don't have to watch them again?
Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, we saw some new things that they're implementing. I'm sure they did the same thing with us. And at some point, you gotta come and, you gotta serve aggressively, you gotta pass well, and, yeah, so there's always, you know, every team changes throughout the season.
All right. Well, we'll look forward to the match tomorrow night, 7 o'clock at the Nord Arena. Calvin against Hope should be a good one. Thanks for stopping by, folks.